I've been dreaming about the rivers in Michoacan, Mexico for years. They say it's a dangerous place.
Pero con la terrible violencia en el estado mexicano de Michoacán.
But there's water, beauty, and adventure waiting. Rafa, Dane, and I, along with our amigos Seth, Kieran, and Juan, are ready to embrace the unknown. And finally, it's time. My name is Joel, and this is our journey. Mexico is one of the best places to go kayaking in the whole world. The eastern side of the country is a kayaker's paradise. Everyone around the world knows that. For a while now, I've been looking at the state of Michoacan in western Mexico. From photos and satellites, the place looks like a playground. But the only way we'll find out for sure is to go. If the region is as awesome as we think it is, it'll become a new hotspot for kayakers. But our expedition would have been there first. The first descent. But we've got to walk before we run. So first, we're headed to eastern Mexico for a few days of warm-up runs on familiar rivers.
We started off in Tlapacoyan in Veracruz. That is the area that's been the place where everyone goes to go creek boating in Mexico, basically. And we don't want to just jump into situations and having a lot of trouble just because we're not prepared.
Every kayaking trip, the first time you sit in your kayak, it's always a little weird, It's always like starting again. So it was really important for us to go to Veracruz.
Getting the team together and doing some practice runs is extremely important. You need to get to a level of comfort with these other people that they will know what you're thinking when you get to a specific challenge or obstacle on the river.
We have the Alseseca here in front of us, which is one of the best rivers on the planet. It's the perfect warming up zone for us.
Day one, Dane has a bit of a crash. Actually, he has one of the biggest crashes he's ever had.
Basically, halfway down, I flipped and I smashed my shoulder against the wall. And then I went off the waterfall, and halfway down the waterfall, I hit my head and my shoulder again on another ledge.
You seeing stars?
He got a cut above his eye, but it's lucky that that's all he got. It really set the tone for the trip. We can't be complacent out here. We can't let our guard down. You break your concentration for a minute and this place will kill you.
How'd you like that day there, Dane?
Successful first day.
Successful first day. How's that forehead?
Little sore. Tonight I'll probably just play it safe and get some glue or maybe a stitch or two. I don't think there's anyone here to do the stitches, so I guess maybe we'll find somewhere else. Right.
Vamos.
I think it's a dentist.
So he's saying, like that flap, he's like, we gotta stitch that flap.
It's still good for boating, right?
He might say no, but you're fine.
Yeah. I got stitches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Time to get stitched again, I guess.
Right now is day 2 of warm-up in Veracruz, and we've got this awesome section of river called the upper Alseseca. Run a lot of slides and waterfalls through the jungle, and eventually get down to this really cool waterfall that we found a couple years ago.
Feeling good. I'm a little sore. Got a few new places that I'm feeling in the morning, but ready to go.
As soon as you have to swim out of your kayak, you need the whole team to rescue you.
Can you see
kind of a dangerous situation almost every time that happens.
He got kind of pitted against the wall, flipped over, couldn't roll, and got pulled in kind of behind the falls.
That was my first time behind a waterfall, and I kind of like it. Just kidding. I learned from this, and hopefully next times I'll go smoother.
Big Banana Falls is actually one of the more significant waterfalls in kayaking.
Every single time that I stood here, I would look up and I would dream about running it. And then finally, about 3 years ago, I just kind of bucked up and just shot out running the waterfall, and pretty awesome experience.
Just getting here, you're hiking through the jungle, you're dealing with vines, you're hiking across rivers, and then you end up in this place. It's like, I mean, you're in a different world. This run downstream is one of the more popular and more well-known, just kind of like international classic whitewater runs. In Veracruz, the water was actually higher than we'd ever paddled there. So it was familiar territory, but at the same time, it was making our group act in a way like we were paddling stuff that we didn't know.
So warm-up's done. We're leaving Veracruz now, and it's gonna get real now. It's gonna get good now.
Next time on First Ascent Michoacan.
Everyone's like, man, Michoacan is death. Don't go to Michoacan.
Comenzamos el noticiero con la terrible violencia en el estado mexicano de Michoacán.
We got flagged down by a pickup truck full of cops with big guns.
Now, it's one of those things that you'd never expect, and now we're parked in the middle of nowhere.